Hello YouTube, German Prepper here. What you see here in front of you is like a 7-8 pound Boston butt. Just thought I'd show you how we do pulled pork here in the German Prepper house. First thing you want to do, when you look at these, when you buy them at the store, you want good marbling on them. And you want to make sure that they don't cut the fat cap off at the grocery store wherever you buy them. Next thing I do, I've set up a temporary tripod here because I'm going to get porky fingers. But next thing I do is I spread yellow mustard all over this bad boy. And I be liberal. Be liberal with it. Alright? I don't know how this looks in there. And smear it all on. Now, it's going to be hard, but in this process, try to keep one decently clean hand so you can grab stuff. Really? I had to use my teeth as a second hand. This is some of my homemade dry rub. You can use store-bought if you like. I don't mind giving up prepping tips, but my barbecue and secret recipes, that's a different story. Alright, so we got all these sides covered with mustard. Take the dry rub, coat it real good. Once again, be liberal. Don't trim it up any. Don't trim the meat up any. It's going to cook 10-12 hours on the smoker. All the fat melts away. The reason you want the fat cap is there's a lot of debate. Well, I've seen some debate. Some people brine their Boston butts to keep them moist and trim the fat cap off. I say leave it the way God made it. Don't bother brining. Leave the bone in. The meat around the bone gets most of the flavor. Now, this, when it goes on the smoker, is going to be on the bottom. You want the fat cap to be on the top. So that way, as it cooks, all the fat melts and drips down over the meat and runs through it and moistens the meat. Again, got enough mustard on my hand. Really ain't got to coat this side, but I do, just because while it's cooking, this fat runs off. It also carries some of the flavor. I think the mustard generally, people say it cooks off, but I think it serves a second purpose. When it sits overnight, mustard's got a lot of vinegar in it. And I think that vinegar kind of penetrates the meat and aids in tenderizing. It helps carry flavor through the meat. But so don't be shy with any of these ingredients. Ooh, got mustard all over that. Anyway, I'm just going to leave it. I might recoat this side a little bit more. And let it sit overnight. And I'll wake up about probably get the smoker started about 6, but I'll probably put it around 7 or 8. Leave it on 10-12 hours. I'll probably get on around 7. Leave it on 10. Probably take about 10 hours. This being a relatively small Boston butt. And then take it off, wrap it in foil, let it sit for an hour, unwrap it, and then start shredding it, pulling out the big chunks of fat, throwing them to the side. I don't throw them away because the dog loves them. Save the bone, the dog loves that too. Don't give your dog all the fat at once. You talk about some diarrhea. Spread it out over time, freeze it. Other than that, I guess tomorrow I'll turn you on again and let you see her in later. Alright. Well, there you go. The birds are singing, the trees are blooming, the smokers are chugging. Just put her on about 7. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit. Gonna be a party day. Real party day. I'm back again. Well, she's getting there. She's looking good. Time to baste it. Yeah. Now I'm going to add some more apple wood. Alright. Ooh, damn, that smells good. I know, cheap beer, but it's good for basting. Alright. Bring it back in a little bit. Alright, there she is. Ready to be pulled. Or, not pulled, but pulled off. She's up at 180. A little high. I'm going to wrap her. Stick her in this. Pull her up, show what I'm talking about when I get inside. Hello YouTube. Well, this is what I'm going to do with it now. I'll leave it in here. And, kind of smells good. Leave it in here, cover it with this. Usually I foil it. But I want to open the foil. And there ain't enough to cover anything. Anyway. So I'm going to do, what I usually do is wrap it in foil, let all them juices condense in there and let it rest. And then I usually wrap it in beach towels. Sorry about this. I usually wrap it in beach towels to keep it warm. But, oh well. Instead I'm going to cover it all up in kitchen towels. And it'll actually keep getting hotter in there. I want it to get up to about 190 internal temp. And then I'll leave it like this. It'll get up to 190 easy. It was at like 175, 180. I was using this little cheap probe, so it may have been at 190 already. But I'll leave it sit like this for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And then I'll get to pulling. Alright, see you back then. Alright, there you go, it's all shredded up. I don't put no sauce on it, but this is or not barbecue sauce, but it's vinegar, apple cider vinegar, Cajun seasoning, sugar, jalapeno powder that I ground up and dehydrated, black pepper. That's about it, and you just drizzle that over top of it. And then stir that up. Now you get the idea. And then put that on there. Alright everybody, be safe and may God continue to bless.